Welcome everyone to a brand new series here on History Unwrapped, Wanderers of the Steppes.
In this series, we're going to follow the incredible journeys of peoples who once ruled the vast grasslands between Europe and Asia. Nomads, warriors, horse lords, and dreamers who crossed thousands of kilometers and left their mark on history.
Today, we kick things off with one of the most fascinating stories of all, the Hungarians, the Magyars, and how a people born in the shadow of the Ural Mountains ended up right in the heart of Europe.
I'm so excited we're starting this series. I'm Mia.
And I'm Alex. Grab your imaginary saddle because we're riding back in time. So why do Hungarians feel so different in Europe? Their language doesn't sound like anything around it. Their national origin story is full of epic horseback migrations, and they've got this intriguing mix of Eastern roots and Central European flair. Let's unpack it.
Their ancestors were Ugric-speaking tribes living around the Ural Mountains in western Siberia, roughly 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. They're part of the bigger Uralic language family, distant cousins of the Finns, Estonians, Hunti, and Munsi. Think forests, rivers, reindeer herders, shamans. Very different vibe from medieval knights and castles.
Around the first millennium BCE, they begin drifting south and west, through the forest steppe zone, along the Volga, into the Black Sea grasslands. By the 6th to 9th centuries AD, the Magyars are living in a kind of steppe confederation, allied and sometimes fighting with powerful Turkic groups, Khazars, Volga Bulgars, Pechenegs. They're learning horsemanship, archery, pastoral life, basically downloading the steppe skill tree.
Then comes the big moment. Around 895 to 896 AD, pushed hard by the Pechenegs, 7 Magyar tribes, led by the legendary chieftain Arpad, crossed the Carpathian Mountains into the Carpathian Basin, modern-day Hungary. Hungarians still call this event Honfoglalás, the conquest of the homeland. It's their national founding myth, kind of like the Pilgrims landing at Plymouth Rock, but with way more horse archers.
They quickly subdue or absorb the local Slavic tribes, leftover Avar groups, and others. A century later, boom, the Kingdom of Hungary is born. In the year 1000, King Stephen I, later Saint Stephen, is crowned by the Pope and brings Christianity, officially tying the Magyars into Western Christian Europe.
Now here's the part that blows most people's minds. Hungarian is still a Finno-Ugric language. In a sea of Indo-European languages, English, German, Slavic, Romance, Hungarian is this lonely island. It's agglutinative. You glue suffixes onto words to build meaning. No grammatical gender, no articles like the or and something like 18 to 35 cases depending on how you count them. Crazy complex for outsiders.
But over 1,000 years, they've borrowed tons of words. Roughly 20% of the vocabulary is Slavic, 11% German, 9% Turkic, 9% Latin or Greek, and only about 21% is the original Ugric core. Those Turkic loans especially stand out in farming, animals, and military terms, exactly the stuff they picked up from steppe neighbors.
Which brings us to one of the juiciest Hungarian myths. Are we descendants of Attila the Hun? You'll still hear it in nationalist circles and old chronicles. There's even the medieval legend of Hunor and Magor, twin brothers whose descendants supposedly became the Huns and the Magyars.
It's a beautiful story, but historians and geneticists say nope. Attila's Huns were a multi-ethnic steppe confederation, Turkic, Mongolic, Iranian, you name it, active in the 5th century. The Magyars arrived 400 years later with a completely different language family. The name Hungary actually comes from the Turkic onagor, or 10 arrows or 10 tribes, how the Byzantines and Slavs referred to them in the 9th century.
That said, the Turkic connection is real and deep. Centuries of living side by side, alliances, marriages, the big Cuman influx in the 13th century after the Mongol invasion, and then almost 150 years of Ottoman rule. Hungarian has hundreds of recognizable Turkic loanwords.
Want some fun examples? Ancient layer, alma, apple, Turkish elma, arpa, barley, arpa, bor, wine, buza, wheat, budai, bika, bull, boa, card, sword, kurlch, shator, tent, chadar. Later Ottoman ones, chisma, boot, chisme, sukor, sugar, shaker, yogurt, yogurt, yogurt.
It's like you can hear the Silk Road and the steppe in everyday Hungarian speech. At the same time, they never lost their Finno-Ugric roots. Basic words are cousins with Finnish. I, sem, silma. Hand, kays, kasi. Water, viis, vesi. The traditional music uses the same pentatonic scale you find among many Uralic peoples. Genetically, there's still that Uralic marker, haplogroup N, though heavily mixed with European ancestry.
So, the Hungarians are truly a bridge people, born in the east, shaped by the steppe, and then fully woven into the fabric of Central Europe. They kept their strange, beautiful language and a sense of being different, while adopting Christianity, feudalism, Gothic cathedrals, and Viennese coffee houses.
That's what makes their story so gripping. Migration, adaptation, cultural borrowing on a massive scale, and still proudly Magyar after all these centuries.
And that's just the first episode of Wanderers of the Steppes. Next time, we'll follow another group that once terrorized and fascinated Europe from horseback.
If you enjoyed this kickoff, hit subscribe, leave us a review, and tell us in the comments which steppe people do you want us to cover next. Huns, Mongols, Cumans, Scythians? Let us know.
Thanks for riding along with us today. Until the next horizon.
Both of us, see you on the steppe.